Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Big John here, NHP UK TV. So, Oldham teachers are on strike for a couple of days, 8 till 11 yesterday and 8 till 11 today. I'll go over and chat with them in a minute, but can I just show you that building there? That building, something like 14 million on that building. And after its first year, it were a disaster. It were a disaster. But just let me tell you that it's not white people who got to it. Let's just say that. I've gone on about schooling in Oldham. 14 million have failed. How do I know this? Because I had a mate who was a contract cleaner in that building. He told me how the kids was with the staff, the disruptions in the classroom and everything. 14 million for that, 40 million. Biggest failed school in Oldham, that. Biggest failed school in Oldham. Now, I don't know where the teachers, whether they're part of the main college or part of that building. I don't know, but 14, 17 million. Failed building. And the kids who went there treated the teachers with disdain and disgust, honestly. I heard that there was swearing at teachers, threatening teachers and everything at that school. Well, just let me tell you something. It's not a white school. 99.99% ethnic minority from certain areas. Now, if you remember, after the Oldham riots, they said they put more into schooling. So that's what they did in just one particular school. But I'm going to do a video on schools. And I'll show you how just a piss take it is. So I'm going to talk to someone in a sec. Morning, Matthew. Can't even get my lighter lit. And when it does, goes to a... I've only got a few minutes, so let me just get over here. Excuse me, do you fancy having a chat, please?
You're better off talking to
Who's it? Yeah.
Speak to the lady over there with the yellow jacket. With the fighter.
Are you in charge here? Or are you? Do you want to tell me what you're here for, please?
Who are you, sorry?
I'm just a local lad, a YouTuber, and I've seen on the thing that the teachers are on strike yesterday and today.
I'm actually just with the Oldham Times at the moment, but if you can give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So just remember that school there, guys. 14 to 17 million wasted on it. And in the first year, yes, Michael, in the first year, nobody passed any reasonable exams or anything. And the insider tells me, and I trust him, known him all my life, how horrible they were when they went there. Things they were doing, vandalism, the way they talked at teachers and stuff like that. But we already know, if we look at other schools, we already know how some ethnic minority just can't be arsed with teachers. When they fall out of them, they call them Jew teachers and Jew bitches and all that. Well, that's what's happened. I was on Facebook at the last incident at the school in Royton, and that's what they were saying. But it's nothing to do with me anyway, you know, I'm not part of it. But the striking for pay, as far as I know, one at Women Nurse talking to Oldham Times. but nothing will come up. You won't hear nothing mentioned about that building. How much millions wasted on it, you won't hear that. No one will say it except for Big John. No one else says it. No one else says it. Come in paper that it didn't pass anything, but the paper never told you what the kids like with the teachers. Never told you that. Now, I used to get a strap if I were wrong at school or done something bad. There's none of that now. There's no kind of punishment for kids if they do anything wrong. There isn't. There's no punishment. They might have to leave the school and go somewhere else, but there's no reasonable punishment. You know what I mean? I cannot stand the politics and the political correctness that runs through Oldham. I can't. I'm not living with it. I'm not living in a country where, depending on your colour of your skin, is depending on what happens to you and how you're treated. I'm not living in a world like that. Everyone should be equal, but not in Oldham. Politically correct Oldham. I'll slag them off all the time. Tonight we've got the big council meeting, 7 o'clock, and apparently they're asking for ID for people going in. So it'll be interesting tonight. I'll be live from 6 o'clock. I'll be live at 6 from outside the Queen Elizabeth Hall. I'll set the stream up later on and you'll see it. So, but yeah, 14 to 17 million on a failed school, guys. And after the riots, they said they're going to put more into schools. Why have we got schools that don't teach English properly to kids leaving the school? Primary school and secondary schools, right? And then we have this monstrosity built. So the Oldham taxpayer, 14 to 17 million for that building, and it was a failure. The first year it were open was a failure. But remember, you pay for all this. You lot pay for all this. At the time when it was built, I was in Oldham, working, paying my national insurance and my tax, so I was paying for that. I was paying for that as well. Wasted school. But I think the teachers are on strike for pay. But it goes to show the left-leaning lot, every one of them's on strike for something to do with some kind of pay. But you know, in Oldham, teachers need to be on extra money because you have to deal with the kids, and the kids aren't nice. The kids are not nice. There's no discipline, proper discipline or anything, and the kids just take the piss out of all teachers. That's how it goes all the time in Oldham. I nearly thought I'd see a stand up to racism sign then. Fucking hell. Oh, I would have been on my fucking ball. I would have been. Right, no worries, Dave. You know where the car park is, next to the bus station. It's going to be lively, Dave. I'll message you lately and I'll tell you why, but it's going to be lively. They're asking people to show identification when they're going in. They obviously can't find everybody who they want to have a go at, and that's what they're doing it for. But yeah, I'll be there from 6. Probably going to bring my mum because I'm staying outside. I'm going to stay outside because the meeting's going to get tasty at the door, so that's where I'll be tonight. But I'll message you when I get in. You can just ring me up later on. But yeah, so I think they're on strike because of pay. Let's have a look at this sign. Nice van they've got over here, a digital van. $800,000 Oh, it's back on. Sorry about that. I'm at the edge of town. Never anything at the edge of town. So just don't forget that college, guys. 14 to 7. I'll go over to the other side. I might be able to keep up a bit there. So yeah, striking for pay. I don't know how much teachers are on, tell you the truth. I haven't got a clue the percentage they're asking for. I'm trying to get talking to a woman, but she don't seem to be having any of it. I want to find out if it's something to do with that building, but I don't know. Decent van. I like that digital van they've got. I like that. Might be something I should be investing in for Limeside.
Sorry, there's been a little emergency that I'm having to deal with first.
YouTuber, better than that Oldham Times anyway, not tell the truth. So Oldham Times just been chatting with one of the picket supervisors there. Oldham Times are full of shit anyway, I'll tell you that right now. Just suck up to Oldham Council and that's all they're there for. Yes, Antonella. So yeah, they can't be trusted. They cannot be trusted. Can't be trusted, not at all. I wonder if that woman buzzing knows the history of this school or the history of some of the schools in Oldham. Does she know that there's sex attacks going on in secondary schools in Oldham? Does she know that there's bullying of ethnic minorities on white lads going on in Oldham? Probably not. Probably not. But all these are going on. Sexual assaults in schools, bullying, everything is going on in Oldham schools. But people just don't like to talk about it. I am Jimmy. All in Wood in Oldham. Starting my campaign already. I'm doing a campaign update tomorrow if you want to listen to it, 7 p.m. And I'll give you an estimate on how many people have said yes. And I'm good with my estimates. I delivered my leaflets in April last year, and when asked how many votes am I going to get, I said between 150 and 200, and I got 174. That is spot on. That is spot on from me. I just know my area well, that's why. I can't stop long. I've got to get off because carers are at my house looking after me. Mum, have you got a minute yet? So tell me what you're doing here.
UCU, and we are striking on to convince the college to put a better offer than 2% forward for our pay rises in the face of high inflation, bills as a minimum, and therefore we are on strike to try to convince the college to offer a better deal.
So teachers in the UK, like, so that
FE colleges work differently to, yes, it is, yeah. So they manage their own pay, whereas teachers in secondary and sixth forms are on the national scale, national teaching scale. FE colleges aren't a part of that scale at the moment. So therefore, each college does specify and stipulate what the teachers' salaries
Right.
are.
So like the money that the colleges pay you for you, that's like Oldham Council money, is it not?
No,
Initially, no.
It's not as simple as that. No. So it depends on students, which students are studying which courses, and the money is drawn down through funding for each student.
So you are definitely talking about that building there.
Yes.
So do you know the story behind that? You must know the story behind it.
Which building particularly?
This one here.
This grey one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after the Oldham riots, yeah, the government and Oldham Council said they're going to put more into schooling. They ended up building that for between 14 and 17 million.
I think you're talking about the purple building.
Is that behind it?
Yeah, it was a school that didn't do very well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And we were offered that we could take it under our campus, I believe, but that's not. I'm a teacher. I don't deal with who gets what bit of campus. So
that purple building we spent between 14 and 17 million on, and it were a failure the first year, weren't it?
It was. It wasn't under us at that point, though.
Yeah.
It was under the school.
Right. I just know the story because my mate was a contract cleaner there, and he had to go in every day and clean the school up, and he didn't say nice things about how the kids were in that school and stuff like that. That's what he said. But so what percentage do you want in a pay rise then? Have you got a particular?
The national claim went in for 21-22 of 10%. But you know, we're happy to look at an affordable, reasonable pay offer from the college. 2% isn't enough. And if 10% they're saying is too much, then we're hoping to find somewhere that we can both live with, perhaps in the middle.
Right. So
it's for them to offer us.
So
to accept or reject.
So it's not directly to do with the council, but have the council got something to do with all this negotiations? Are they?
No, they're not involved in running the college at all. They've not got themselves involved in any of our.
So where do you get the money though to run the college? Where does the money come from?
Like I say, it's complicated funding that's drawn down from various education bodies, and it depends on students on courses enrolled at the college. So 16 to 18-year-old students, adult students, the university element of the college or the UCO have a different set of funding. So it all comes down to a very complicated set of rules.
Why is it so complicated that that's how education has to get money? We should have a big pot. Here, that's your money. Why does it have to go through 20 different things? No wonder our education system's under pressure and the teachers are under pressure. Why can't it just be one pot that you get that money instead of that goes to the that's what you're saying, innit? It goes all over the place. A little bit comes from me, a little bit comes from. What's all that about?
That's above my pay grade, buddy. I wish.
Well, you know,
it pays me to solve these problems.
I'll be blunt. I don't have any faith in Oldham schools, and it's not because of the teachers. It's because of things like political correctness, the sex attacks going on in schools, bullying going on in schools, child safeguarding at Oasis down in Hollingwood. Nobody says anything about it. Nobody says anything about it. I talked to a woman who's going to be voting for me. Her daughter was attacked in school, and nothing's been done. The same people are in school who attacked her. This is Oldham schools, all around Oldham schools. There's even schools that don't teach English properly when you leave. So how are these people, you know, for your job, how can these kids go into education and get jobs and things if they don't even learn English properly when they come out of schools?
I can't comment on the schools because I don't work for a school. I work for an FE college. If I worked for a school, then I'd be on the national pay scale.
Oh, yeah, and then you'd probably have mental health issues as well working for the school.
It's absolutely no different in FE. Believe me, we face the same challenges in
So,
schools and colleges across the country. As
going
teachers.
forward now, you've done these couple of days demonstration. When are your next meeting about the pay rise and stuff like that?
We're waiting on an offer from the college at the moment. So negotiations on the previous offer have been rejected. And we're in a position where we're waiting on the college to put a better pay offer forward.
Right. Thank you very much. My name's John Lawrence. I have a Facebook page and a YouTube page, and this will be on it. So,
Sure.
thank you very much.
Feel free to share.
I will do it. It gets shared anyway. I have a big following, so it'll be shared all around.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, love. Thank you. So, striking, teacher strikes in Oldham. Well, yeah, I said the difficult questions. You know what I mean? But she's not a teacher for a school. She's a college teacher on a separate whatever she said it were. But yeah, this is Oldham, guys. This is Oldham. I won't tell you the truth. One of the Oldham Times will tell you about the failure of that purple building. 14 to 17 million. And the kids just didn't learn anything. Biggest failure in Oldham schools ever. Well, one of the biggest failure. Right, guys, I'm going. Probably not Blaze, but I tried to get that offer, but their funding does not come from Oldham Council. But if she would have said yeah, I would have said, well, there's no money. Oldham Council doesn't have any money. They have a £500 million tax credit bill per year. So that's £500 million per year, ladies and gentlemen. Tells me three things. Council give away money. Lots of people don't work. Majority ethnic minority communities. Certainly the ones around Oldham Town Centre. The mismanagement of money in Oldham is extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. But anyway, I'm off. Just top of Middleton Road down there. And I'll catch you all up tonight, 6 p.m. And it's going to be fiery, ladies and gentlemen. Big John doesn't do anything by halves. You watch out for tonight's stream. It's going to be fiery from 6 p.m. in Oldham. Thank you very much. I'll see you all later.